Hi, thank you so much for tuning in to Beauty by Sown. I'm Kimberly, and I'm super excited to show you my absolute most favorite foundation right now. I was able to get a preview sample before it launched, and I've been playing with it, and I really wanted to share with you my best practices on how to wear this foundation, especially as I'm closer to 50. And it is called Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation, SPF15. And I have always wanted to get that flawless, amazing foundation, full coverage. But so often, by lunchtime, a lot of the foundations have settled into my fine lines, smile lines, laugh lines, and into the pores in my skin. So I wanted to show you how I prep, prime, and create this flawless canvas for the day. And it doesn't settle into fine lines, but I get that long wear. So I first am prepping my skin with extra repair serum. And I always take any serums, any moisturizers along the gobble and the back of the neck and back of the neck. That's not my neck, back of the hands. Then I am going for extra repair illuminating balm, and it's in a color called Bare Glow. And literally, it does give your skin a glow. I do about 2-3 drops or pumps, and I apply it to my cheeks because I know that's where I'm gonna want the most glow. And then whatever's left, I do go the nose and through the forehead. Again, whatever's left, under the neck, back of the hands. Do you know, back of the hands is like one of the top places to see signs of aging. And I have working girl hands after working in cosmetics for so many years. I definitely have lots of stories. So this extra illuminating balm is phenomenal because it literally is like a dream cream. It has a soft pearlescence in it, but I can still see my skin coming through. I even apply a little bit under my eye. I do have a soft bit of foundation, or sorry, not foundation, but a little bit of eye makeup on as a foundation so you could see my eyes. And I did do my brows, but I left everything bare because I wanted you to see how I apply, the foundation. And I do take all my creams and serums, and I do put it over my lips. So my skin, when I feel it, I've got that slip, which is great because I have a dehydrated skin right now. It does get a little bit of a glow around my forehead area, but a lot of the times, especially in the winter, my skin, the surface of it is dehydrated. The air is so dry, and I am trying constantly to add moisture and drink tons and tons of water. 3 liters a day. I don't know what that is in the other thing because I'm Canadian. So 3 liters a day is what I definitely try to do for water. Now, because I do have that slip, I am so conscientious about I call it the orange peel, the pores around my nose and my smile lines, that I'm also adding in a primer. And this primer is called Vitamin Enriched Face Base. And you'll notice that I'm actually applying it with a tool. I'm not pressing and blending it into my skin with my fingers because I really want this primer to lay on my skin, fill in any pores. It is actually an oil-free base, which I like once I've applied a lot of moisturizer onto my skin and serum, because then what this moisturizing primer is going to do is it's not going to overwork to hydrate the skin. What it's going to do is it's really going to help to almost like fill in the little holes and fill in the pores and help make my fine lines smoother. I always bring any moisturizer, any foundation sort of to the edge of the lip and then down onto my neck. Making sure, again, I just take the brush, do you see this, and push it against the hairline. And that way I know that the product is getting to the hairline, just not in the hairline. Now I'm gonna go for the foundation. So I've got Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation, and I'm using the color beige. Today it is coming out, or is out, I should say, in 30 shades. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3 pumps there, can you see? 3 pumps of the foundation onto this full coverage face brush. And I'm gonna start where I need it the most first, which is my center of my face, which is my cheeks and around my chin. Then I'll blend out because I do have less redness. I will then go back and apply it where I need to. But trying to take those 3 pumps of foundation and maximize the coverage, I find I get a very natural coverage, but efficient coverage. Now I have hyperpigmentation here on the side of my face, so the motion I'll do with the brush, I won't sweep. I'll in fact tap and press the foundation sort of onto the skin, and then I actually will bring the foundation a little bit under the eyes, and then I'll step back. Look how easy that was. That was effortless. I can't believe it's done because I kept thinking, oh, I need to blend it more. And I don't need to blend it. So it's on, and I've got a medium coverage. So I want to go for a little bit more coverage because I'm finding I'm a little bit redder. I've got spots, probably everything in detoxing is coming out because I ate my face off. I'm going to go back and actually apply a couple more pumps. And what's great about this, I ate my face off during the holidays, just to clarify. So I'm trying to now detox and get ready for normal life again. So I love this foundation because I can apply those 2 pumps or so, and then I can go back and apply more if I want to, and I want to right now. But what's amazing is the foundation is buildable. So I can go, wow, look, that's the coverage I want. Look at that, it's flawless. It's great. And again, I'm just tapping and pressing. I've got a mirror over this way, so I'm just taking a look. I always have to make sure I step back out of a mirror and look, because so easily, you know, as women, or I find myself, I get right up close and I'm like, oh, but I can see this and I can see this. And then I don't think it looks good, but it's almost like a painting. You sometimes have to step back to really appreciate the painting. Now I've snuck in another little brush here while we're talking, and this is the full cover touch-up brush. So I've got a brush where it's dual-ended. It was limited edition, but you can buy this little full cover touch-up brush on its own. And it is a great, it's almost like a little, you see the head? It's shaped like a little beauty blender. So it helps to buff the skin. It helps me go around the shapes on my face, aka eyebrows, any little extra spots. And then I'm just tapping onto my little gobble gobble there. So I really like that coverage. It looks flawless. I still have a little bit of that glow. And again, I know that my skin, I'm in the Northeast where it's snowing. My skin is dehydrated. It's normal to dry. So by lunchtime, my skin may be and will be a lot flatter, a little bit more dehydrated. So I want to have my skin start off with a more moisturized, glowy start to the skin. If you have a very oily skin naturally, I want you to start so your skin looks extremely matte, because then, you know, by lunchtime, you're gonna have produced your own glow. So I now wanna finish off with some under eye concealer, and being a busy working mom and wanting to help you see how easy it is, I am using the Instant Full Cover Concealer. And I always take the concealer down the side of my nose onto the top of my cheek. And I love using the little wand, doe foot, that comes with the concealer, because the concealer's doe foot was made to help not only just apply it, but blend and spread the concealer out as well. So it's a very soft, fluffy doe foot. And I'm bringing that concealer down, again, to the sides of my nose, to the top of my cheeks. And I always just bring a little bit up into that inner corner because that definitely is where I have the most darkness. Little tip I always do, I always take a little bit of whatever's left on the applicator and run it along the bridge of my nose, because that way the color will be more transitional. Because remember, your under eye color is brighter. So I, in fact, today, because I am feeling so pale, but I want to look more awake and polished, I had beige foundation and I went for sand concealer. So there are some little extra spots that I want to cover up, and I'm seeing some redness. So I have 2 of these instant full cover concealers, and this color that I'm putting on my face is beige. So I am doing the beige. I love putting extra coverage around my eyebrows. My good friend Tanya taught me this. She's an amazing makeup artist, expert in the industry. And she always said that if the skin above your eyebrows is nice and clear, it helps the whole face look clearer. And I really do believe that and have seen it. Making sure under the nose is really flawless as well. So now I'm not going to go back and blend it in with my fingers. What I am going to do is I'm buffing or stamping the coverage with my handy dandy full coverage foundation brush. So this brush, if you don't already own it, it is a serious top must-have product, and definitely recommend it for you because you can use it for so many things. I'll constantly use this brush in all of my videos until something better comes out. And you can see the brush again is doing the work for me. And there's that little full coverage touch-up brush on the tip. And I am blending out the corner because so much of the darkness is from that inner corner. And then just to finally set or press the concealer, I do go under the eye with my finger, and I'm bringing the concealer not right up to the rim of my eye. I do leave a little bit of a space so that my eyes get that definition to the shape. And I'm not going to set my foundation right now with powder because I do want to see sort of what happens to it. A great trainer I had very long time ago, Cindy, she always said, let your skin tell you what it needs. So right now I love this glow. I'm not sure if I'm going to go for a powder, so I'm going to wait a little bit. So instead, what I'm going to go for is a little glow. This is a gorgeous highlighter because this is going to help emphasize, and it's going to give me that blush, but also a highlight and glow. Stunning. And this is in a color called Opal Glow, which I believe is a limited edition shade, but Bobbi Brown is very kind to give me one of these to show you. And oh, look how gorgeous. I'm telling you, just glow on the cheeks is so pretty. I'm even going to take a little bit of this glow and I'm going to put a little bit on the inner corner of my eye. I just have a taupe eyeshadow and a truffle longwear cream shadows on. And I rim my eyes with a little bit of eyeliner. And look how pretty. Just gonna dab a little bit, dab. And then to finish, ooh, feeling pretty and glowy. But I've got that flawless coverage. And I know that the coverage is gonna last all day. I'm just going to pair this look with one of my all-time favorites, beige lip color. It's number 2 from the original line. This color I just adore. So you can see I have this nice glow. I've got the highlight here. And because I know I've got that little bit of shininess, I'm madly looking for and want to show you. I'm just going to set my skin with a pressed powder. So I have soft sand pressed powder, and I'm just going to there. Do you see the difference? It just helps the skin look a little bit more purposeful. There we go. Look at that. Ooh, ooh. Okay, I have to stop. So I hope you found out some tips today, that you fell in love with either this foundation or one of the hydrator moisturizers. Any questions at all, please, please, please just comment. And thank you for subscribing. XO, huge hugs.